The Go Higher podcast is provided by the High Program at Wayne State University. The High Program, helping individuals go higher.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Go Higher podcast, where we take on the tough and relevant subjects in everyone's lives and provide insight on how to respond, resolve, and re-inspire yourself and those around you. The rate at which anxiety is being diagnosed nationally rose by 10% from 2008 to 2018, topping out at 20%. College students have anxiety rates that have jumped from 11.9% in 2008 to a whopping 41.6% in 2018, according to a study published by ArchGen Psychiatry, as well as a World Health Organization international survey. The dramatic differences in the prevalence of anxiety disorders among college students has a number of causes. Today, we'll explore digital devices as a cause and review for anxiety management. Anxiety among college students is the most diagnosed group of disorders, and when you think about the overwhelming amount of responsibilities we have to deal with, like tuition payments, family affairs, finances, and balancing out our academic and social life, it's easy to understand why we might be a little more strung out than usual. As a generation who grew up alongside technology and experienced the creation and domination of social media, we're privy to both a blessing and a curse. While we've been able to connect with others in an entirely new fashion, there's also been a host of negative consequences. The technological boom changed the definition of not only life, but childhood, especially those of us who were young when it happened. Instead of always playing outside with our friends, we had a different way to play inside, to watch and engage with the computer. Having the best of both worlds meant that we always had something to do, making boredom seem like something of a tall tale, at least until the internet connection went out. But otherwise, this upbringing instilled in us a need to be constantly entertained. According to Dr. Graham C.L. Darby, the need to multitask across a range of activities is a result of modern tech and social media that is a new source of anxiety for newer generations. FOMO, or fear of missing out, is another form of anxiety that revolves around social media that was introduced during the adolescence of our generation. Countless studies have found links between online culture and anxiety, with one conducted by Will Kane, which found a strong correlation between anxiety disorder, financial instability, and the amount of leisure time spent on digital devices. The ever-evolving and encroaching nature of technology and social media is, as freelance editor Peter Dockrell would phrase it, intertwined with the near-constant digital and social connectivity that frames modern life. To deal with the anxiety that comes along with our connection to digital devices, we've made a short list of ways to manage the amount of time spent on your devices. That sound means the tip of the day. First, figure out how to turn on Do Not Disturb for your phone. You can edit the options so that you can receive calls from select contacts in case you don't want to miss a call from your mom. You can do this on an Android and an iPhone. If Do Not Disturb mode works to keep others from distracting you, but you find that you're still picking up your phone to scroll through Twitter or other social media sites, it can be helpful to lock up your phone while you're trying to get work done. Put it someplace that's inconvenient for you to reach, inside your backpack on the other side of the table, or even switch phones with a friend who's got your back. For your laptop, there are a number of apps that allow you to block certain websites. Some, like Focus Me, Self-Control, and Cold Turkey, also allow you to set up a timer determining how much time you're allowed to spend on specific websites. Try to limit the amount of disturbing news stories by scrolling past them once you read the headlines. While it's important to stay informed, there's a repetitive number of themes and similar stories that are violent and upsetting that make the world feel bleak and hopeless when paid attention to on a regular basis. While it's important to stay informed, it's also important to take care of yourself by engaging at a time that's best for you. Finally, get it through your head that the images and status updates that people post online are representative of the best parts of their lives. It's normal to look through someone's Instagram and feel like you're missing out on some of the best parts of life, when really an Instagram page only highlights what the owner wants you to see. Many accounts won't show or highlight the stress of taking the perfect photo, traveling, or even being in a perfect relationship. Social media is a great way to stay in contact with those around you, as well as stay up to date on the current news. But the downside to it causes us anxiety and a feeling of hopelessness for ourselves and the world. We have a responsibility unto ourselves to take a break from social media and our digital devices, engaging in activities that don't require either, but rather get us involved with each other and or get us outside and moving. Most importantly, if your anxiety doesn't subside or begins to find a new obsession, it's always recommended that you speak with a therapist.
College can be difficult, but for some students, financial issues can make things impossible. The HIGH program at Wayne State University provides critical funds to students who are having major issues with basic needs like tuition, books, housing, and food. It's amazing, but just a few $100s at the right time can save a student from dropping out or from being homeless. Students should not have to decide between basic life needs and finishing their education. The HIGH program has connected hundreds of students with these basic needs and provided a light at the end of the tunnel for what amounts to the most difficult period of their young lives. If you would like to help, donations of any amount are welcome, and you can find all our information on highprogram.wayne.edu or at WSU High Program.